Okay, first of all, start this video by stating that I hate having a camera in front of me like this, and I hate speaking in front of a camera. I'm way more comfortable speaking to a screen, but we'll do this because I don't have any other props, so except for myself. So we get a question on nutrition, and I thought we would briefly go over nutrition that I'm currently doing, not what I'm going to be eating on the trail, though we can go over that lightly. I just want to speak to, because I know what I'm doing right now, and I can speak to that, and we can kind of move through it quickly, and I can get off this camera as soon as possible. So, where I'm at right now. So I am currently 6'3". I weigh about 185 pounds. Typically, before the current diet that I was on, I'm around, I'm still 6'3". But I weigh around 195 to 190. And that's when I'm like eating whatever I want, drinking however I want. But currently that's, we're about a little under 4 months out and got to start lowering weight. The goal weight for me on the trail is probably around 180 to 175, somewhere around there. And it takes a toll on your body. If you could, taking off 20 pounds, it really helps. So that's the goal. It's hard for me to get down to that weight. My wife does not, first off, like me that skinny, as she will say. She says I look sunken in. I think I still look fine. But I also enjoy having a lot of muscle. So I kind of have to do away with those things, especially in my top half right now. And I don't like that. So I like having muscle. A lot of the runners that have the records don't have a lot of muscle, or at least in their upper half. Anyways, so current eating timelines. So we'll go over the current diet. The current eating timelines for me right now, I will stop eating. It's kind of like a 16 hours off. So I will stop eating around 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and not feed myself to around 11 to 12 the next day. So that puts on a daily fast. I usually exercise every morning, maybe 10 miles and maybe some weights as well. So I'll actually exercise in a fasted state. As far as eating, I eat low carb, high fiber. You can kind of look at Dr. Robert Lustig's notes on this. He does a really good job of that. So, I'm buying unprocessed foods, and I eat as many calories as I want. I eat till I'm satiated. Fat, I don't really worry about fat, but I am staying away from simple sugars that drive insulin resistance and metabolic disease. And I'm trying to, feed the gut things that make bacteria happy, which is mainly fiber. So when you're going around the grocery store, you look for ingredients that are just the ingredients: meat, vegetables. You don't really need any labels. You know what they are. I also have this little fancy tool on me. It's a CGM, which is a constant glucose monitor. And I just got that. I love it. I'm not a diabetic, but it's interesting to get the data to watch how your body responds to certain foods, because everybody's an individual, obviously, and we all respond to different foods differently. So I've just got this, and I'm in the process of reviewing what foods work really well with my body as far as spiking my glucose and which don't. So I love it. As far as alcohol, currently I love to have a good drink, 1, maybe 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. I do love to drink. I'm not gonna lie. So right now that's cut down to the weekends, and eventually, probably like a month and a half out, that'll be completely eliminated. It's just unnecessary. I have a harder time sleeping when I drink alcohol. If you can look at, if I have a drink and go to bed, you can look at my heart rate and it's gone up 5 beats per minute. It's crazy. I don't sleep as well, and I just don't feel as well. So it's just something that I don't need, but something I do enjoy having. So alcohol, that's currently where I'm at with it. So a lot of unprocessed food. But on the trail, what the problems you're going to run into with that is that you obviously can't do that, right? So Jack's not going to cook me up a steak at every stop or here's a whole salad or something like that. No, I'm eating processed bars and a lot of dry food without water content in them. So you kind of got to think of that like, oh, you're going to need a lot more water, and plus it's hot. So on the trail, it's, I'm a billy goat. My wife came to Maine last year when we were doing a practice run, and she was kind of disgusted about how much I eat. I eat a lot, and I'll eat anything, and all I care about is speed. All I care about is getting down the track and keeping me fed and energized. So I am, chicken noodle soup cans condensed, perfect. Tons of salt, tons of carbs, tons of just tastes delicious, at least to me when I'm, out there on my own. And it's simple and it's quick. And so all I'm looking for is to fuel myself and keep going. Now, I would love to have unprocessed foods and things of that nature when I can get them. But the reality is we're just trying to keep the engine running down the track as fast as we can. And once we get the van loaded up with all the materials and everything, we can do a video of what's in the van, what I'm taking with me. It'd be a lot easier just to show you the individual products that I have. And, it's nothing special. I mean, I like something sweet, I like something savory, and I like bars. And that's it, just pretty much it. As far as like what's in my water bottles, it's water. I love water. Nothing tastes better to me than water. Now, the problem you're going to get with that is that you obviously need salt. It's going to be the summertime, and you can get dehydrated quite quickly out there. The problem I run into with having one with an electrolyte and one with the water on my water bottles that I carry up front on me is that oftentimes I have too much salt. So I'm eating very salt-dense products, right? I'm already dehydrated from those products, and I just want water. And so I'll start drinking a lot of water, and I can tell in my body when I need to have some salt, first off, because I'll start peeing a lot. And so that's a clear indication to me, and maybe it's too far of an indication, but I watch that, I monitor that pretty rigorously because it happened bad to me on the Sheltowee where I wasn't drinking anything but water for a while. And there was one night where I think I knocked out like 50 miles, and then I didn't drink hardly any salt. And the whole night I stayed up peeing, and poor Marla was right beside me. But I was just peeing into a water bottle. And I know that might be disgusting to you, some of you, but I pee into a water bottle because I don't want to go outside the camper every time. It's just a lot easier to do everything right there. So now you know. Where was I going with that? So yeah, I couldn't sleep that night. I mean, literally every 10 minutes I had to pee. And then I had to drink because I was getting dehydrated. I didn't understand what was going on. And what was going on was that I had no salt content. Nothing was holding the water in. And so the next day, my stepfather, who's in fact doctor at Vanderbilt, you got to give him salt. And that cured it up. So for me, on my water bottles, water is the first option to have. I always want water. If I have electrolyte and I'm eating too much salt and then I have a salty drink and I can't get any water, it's the only water bottle that I have left is this, because I only carry two. That's not a good thing for me. What I want is the option to have salt and water if I want it. And this kind of takes the option away if I have an electrolyte drink of having just water. So I will do salt tablets. I love salt tablets. They cure it up just like that. It's simple, it's easy, and I still have the option to just have water if I just want water. So that's kind of how I lay things out. Anyways, that's what I'm doing with nutrition currently. A lot of meat, a lot of vegetables, and a lot of food coming my way. Right at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, I am very hungry and I eat a lot. So yeah, not afraid of that. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I will be putting up some more videos. Let's see, this weekend I'm doing some pretty big miles this weekend, hopefully. So I'll be making some videos of that. I don't know if that stuff interests you guys or not, or if this is interesting to you guys. But I just wanted to, do this, tell you where I'm at, and now it's time to go. So, bye.